Oh, oh, oh. Lady, just roll with me. We just on these mountain clouds. She rolls up that stank, then looks up to the sky. 'Cause I live on
It's your boy Nico coming at you with another episode of the Artistry Hubs, the Hub Beat. We got my boy Javon Tipton in here, another special guest from Dallas, coming in to release some of his heavily guarded details on his music projects, his background, the usual, introducing him, getting him known to the community if you don't know. We're going to go ahead and jump straight to it. So go ahead, my man, tell us a little bit about where you're from, your background.
I'm from Dallas. Hold it. I'm from Dallas. I have moved around a lot as a young kid. Houston, Florida, Oklahoma. Pretty much a lot of my roots of who the person I am is a country person from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So really my inspiration for all my music comes from, you know what I'm saying, the diversity that Oklahoma has. No one really knows who they are. And so you have to find yourself. And that's one of the awesome things about Oklahoma and Dallas. And so right now, my name is Javon Tipton, but my rap name is Young Ekin, Ekin. It's Nike backwards if you get confused. It's not that hard. And yeah, man, I'm here trying to officially push what I know I have instead of sitting back and letting just my friends and loved ones hear it. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything right now.
Yeah, we've been having a little discussion, behind the scenes and everything about, pushing yourself and getting yourself out there, my man. So, he has a little problem. Sometimes we all have a little problem with being humble, and not crossing that line between being big headed and, putting yourself out there. But he working on it, trying to get himself out there, exposed to the community. And this, is basically his first stop, with us, and he's pushing some projects out now, man. You wanna talk about the music you got in the works?
The music that I have in the works. So right now, if you go on YouTube, you can check out my email address, 2trippy, TRIPPPY. I think I said three P's. PPY12 @gmail.com. You can check me out on Facebook. My first last name, Javon Tipton, JEVON, not A. Last name, TIPTON. Check me out there. You can check me at Young Ekin at Instagram. You can check me out at Young Ekin on Twitter. All that I really do have right now is about 3 to 4 strong. Can I curse? Strong ass songs. I had to check first. I got like these 4 strong ass songs that I've really been I guess what I can say is when I created the music, it was self-motivated. I got locked up in Oklahoma for like 2.5 months over a drug charge and shit. Finally got out last year in a perfect amount of time to go to Father's Day, have Father's Day, and my son's birthday. So that was actually a moment of clarity. I sat back and realized, okay, it's time to start pushing for something. So I have a song out called Pounds and Clouds. I don't know how much you guys like it, but the bitches love it. I have another song out. Well, let me talk about that song. Pounds and Clouds is about it's basically a vision. What would I see me looking like with your girl, not my girlfriend, because I know what my girlfriend looks like. What would your girlfriend look like with me high as hell? You know what I'm saying? So the inspiration came from just a weird random thought sitting in the kitchen making some breakfast or whatever. And it's a I wouldn't call it a classic. I'll call it you can call it a single. People tell me it's a single. I don't really know the difference between a single and 5 classic hits. I don't really know what that is. But I dropped it probably three months ago. It's real weak to me because I only had like 35, 45 views on that motherfucker. And it was like, I feel like, what do I do to get more people to listen to it or to like it, more than just listen to it, to actually like it. You know what I'm saying? Get involved with the sound. Like, okay, he's creating something different. And he's from Dallas. It's like, shit, he doesn't sound like everybody from Dallas. Yeah. And so Yeah, put a little spin on it. You know, my own little twist to things. So that's what Pounds and Clouds is. It's just one of those songs you sit back and chill a hard day after work, have you a beer and have you a blunt to yourself, you know, and imagine having someone else's girl laying right there doing everything for you. So, you know, that's kind of where that comes from, man. My other songs, the mixtape that I can say this now, the mixtape that I originally tried to get out was called Motivation. Um, but I'm thinking about changing the name of it because my inspiration for the backside of like the last 6 songs that I created weren't because of what I was motivated from the get go.
Okay.
You know, it was like my son, I'm home, like I'm not in jail, man. It's like what can I do to prove that something hit me and I learned a lesson in life?
Yeah.
You know, and so after Pounds and Clouds, I recorded a song called Black Dirt. It was Black Dirt and another song called In Time. Now, I dropped it with this guy that I normally do my music with. His name is Young Rich. He stays in Oklahoma, too.
Okay.
We originally had a group called Self-Made Gang, Filthy Rich ENT. But, you know, the guy that introduced me to him kind of like lied to us, ended up dropping out of the group and shit. So we were left alone. And one day I asked him, like, dude, like, we can't just say that we're what y'all made. Let's create our own shit or be 2 independent artists that collab with each other like a Young Thug and a Rich Homie Quan.
Yeah.
Do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But don't fall off because of your feelings and emotions and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Feelings out of it, just keep it strictly business.
Exactly, man. So that's like the ideal place where I'm trying to be with my music is just in a sense of, okay, he's independent artist. He used to be the cold ass lunch table rapper, you know, beat my fucking wrist crazy. But now it's like every single couple years, a man, I don't know about women, but as a man, you elevate into another level of life. Even if you don't want to admit it, you have to. So some people go through situations where they're like, man, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm lost. It's because you didn't elevate yet. You know, you haven't figured out what pushes you to that next level. Because once you slide into that next slot, everything just starts happening. And so that's what's happened with all this music, man. It's like ever since I like accepted who I was, like, dude, I can't fucking hit the club and do all the shit I want to do no more because I have a son. Like, would rather sit at home and watch Super Y or Caillou or some shit with him than, you know, than go out and go kick it with all my homies and shit. Like, I found it, and it's like,
Your perspective changed, man.
exactly, my perspective changed, and also not only my perspective, my outlook on what it is to be an artist. Like, I can still be #1 daddy and still be the hardest nigga out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know dudes who make songs about their kids and shit like that, and be like, God, you know what? Maybe it's a couple of bars with the fire emoji, like, but so let me not veer off too far. I got Black Dirt, In Time. I got another song with him called Until We Drop. The last song that I have officially talked to him and he was okay with me putting out was a song called Sweet Aromas, which was I rapped over that instrumental that you remember that Young Thug and Lil Wayne song? What was it called? Bullying at the basketball game. You remember? Yeah, I can't remember what the song was called, man. But he was like I can't think about what it was called, but I rapped over the beat, and when I heard it, I was like, shit, man, we got to put something out like way stronger than what they just did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for a Lil Wayne and Young Thug song, that was so fucking weak. So I feel like we had to do something that didn't sound anything like that, but to give it the same energy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The beat deserved enough, so we gave it more. Yeah. You know? And so I got that song, and the other song that I'm actually pushing right now, pause, look up Edia, which is my Reverb Nation page. If you go on there, you'll get little snippets of shit that I do every couple weeks or something like that. I'll put like maybe a 10, 12-second snippet of something that I'm working on. Or, you know, I also do poetry. It's not only about rap. It's not only about singing. It's not only about making beats. It's about poetry too. That's the shit that's closest to me. So, yeah, man, like that's where it started. It started with the poetry. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't know how to do shit else but the poetry, you know. And
perfectly into the world of rhyme.
It was like, well, you already know how to rhyme.
Yeah.
Just talk about what's going on instead of making up a short story about some things that you do in like middle school and high school, you know. And so yeah, most definitely go check out my Reverb Nation page. Like it, subscribe it. Follow me on anything that you see me on. I promise that I'll push and promote myself even harder. And the song Pounds and Clouds that I was talking about from the get-go, that's the song that I've been pushing lately. I actually have a show on July the 2nd at Club Malibu, which is 9115 East RL Thornton Freeway. It's like Tiger Cabaret. If anybody knows what Tiger Cabaret, it's a strip club. You go there, and it's like Club Malibu. And this guy, Biz Presidential, that I met on Facebook, has told me, like, dude, I'm doing this every Saturday. So as many people as you can get in every week, like, get your slot in. He was like, I make sure that you perform every single Saturday. If you make sure that you bring like bring a energy that's not already there. Yeah. He's like, it's enough people doing what they're doing already there. Bring something that's different. I'm tired of hearing. I was like, boom! I love it. I love it, man. I love it.
To hear that, man, because a lot of people just bring me some more of that shit.
Yeah,
yeah. Want to hear this more of the same old.
Yeah, yeah. And I've realized like you don't have to make a club song. You can make a record that means something to you, just with a club type of theme to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm starting to learn. Like, I can play a song in the club. It's just, it doesn't have to be about what you guys want. Like, how does Bryson Tiller go play Don't in the club and people be like, oh, shit. Like, he's talking about a bitch. Yeah. And then he's telling, like, I only made this song for that nigga to listen to it. Yeah. Like, that's a smart motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's not a club banger type of artist.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so.
Similar to, like, you would say like a Kendrick Lamar when he was doing swimming pools. Yes, you know, he really talking about some stuff in that song if you listen to it, but it sounds like some deep stuff in it. But it's a club banger. Everybody want to hear swimming pools when they go to the club or they going out. You know,
like just the slow the thing that makes everybody go, hey, like like that's what they're looking for in the club. Mm-hmm. So you find out which areas you need to shoot and disperse your music in. If you're going to have that type of crowd, you know what I'm saying, attracted to your sound, you know, and so that's all I'm working on right now, man.
Is that event Club Malibu, is that open to more artists, or are they looking to fill slots, or is it kind of exclusive, something open to you, or, you know, just because you know?
No, I actually got in contact with him, emailed him, and we talked back and forth for about 2 or 3 days, and he was like, okay, I wanted you to know I was setting up the event because I've talked to him before. Mm-hmm. And he actually got me to this show that Busy Bone opened up for. And so he was trying to like let me see different things, you know, see how different people open up and the flow of a concert and a show. Like, he's trying to get me into all of that. And so it's open to anybody that wants to come. Our slots have already been filled for July the 2nd currently, but it's every single Saturday from 10:30 to 2:30 in the morning. And all we're doing is basically exactly what you're doing. Finding people who are not known in Dallas and get somebody to hear them. That's it. Because if you're good enough, your shit is going to sell. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go sell your shit. You're going to sell it. Yeah, so if I give you the mic, and the opportunity, take advantage. So that's what I have to say to any of you whack ass fucking rappers. I feel like Sway in the morning or some shit. All you,
they don't have to answer, Sway. They don't have to answers.
Real shit though. But I'm laughing and joking, but I love for anybody to come out, any new artist. I want you guys to come out, listen to anything. If you have anything that you want to push, anything that you want someone to hear, anybody that you want to communicate with, network with. Networking is always one of the biggest things about performing. You know, the performance is fun. That's the fun part. Yeah. You know, you put all the hard work in just to have fun, but the networking is also a part of your job. Exactly. You know, and so if any of you guys want to come out, please don't be scared to come, because we're it's all love there. You know, it's no ignorant, you know, disrespectful people like, nah, you sit and wait your turn, you do this. Everyone's trying to get everyone heard. So if you come with the same attitude as I have, you'll get seen and you'll get heard.
Exactly, man. Come out there and take the opportunity. Sometimes these opportunities don't come freely, or you end up being put in a position to where you're footing money to get on stage or things like that. But whenever you got an opportunity like this and somebody's taking the time to book a slot for you and showcase your talent, it's an opportunity for you to get that's free marketing for you, really. So get out there and get on the stage. Show what you're about, promote yourself. Start building a fan base, and as well, like he said, connect with other artists. It's like I say all the time. There's a lot more people at the bottom than it is at the top. So use all those people. Don't treat it like crabs in a barrel. Pulling each other down. Be the crab that's pushing somebody up. Like pull each other up. That's what we try to do in the Dallas area. Just get more creative minds, creative talents out, collaborating, using each other's creative energies to put on for the city. Really bring Dallas together as a unit. Really put it on the map because everybody. We have this East Coast, we got West Coast, and then you got this third coast down here, but
It's like
it don't
nobody
really.
knows what we are and what we're capable of. It's like people are still waiting on us
Yeah.
to be like a Slim Thug, Trader Truth, Zero. Like I don't know exactly specifically what you're looking for because it's like you're either gonna be that or you're gonna be right where Future is. So it's like you always have to stay in between Future and like Trader Truth. Like don't. This is what I have to say to people, and I want you to watch this interview. Please do not think that you have to sound where you're from. Like take Travis Scott as a perfect example. He don't sound like he from H Town at all. At all. He sound like he like grew up in Kanye West's backyard and he was Kid Cudi's little brother or some shit. Like it is what it is, but he reps his town. He's from where he is. He doesn't lie about that, but he gave music his own creative sound. And so that's all we want from anybody in Dallas. That's all I want is man, it's about vibes and energy, dog. Like if you just get into the studio with somebody who has a big heart and they're focused on their music like you are, or at least in love with music, then you can create something. And that's all I need and that's all I want. And I want everyone, anybody, come find me, look for me, hunt me down. I'm not hard to find. And I'm not the shit right now. Eventually I will be because I'm not gonna stop. But I want people to. I guess what I'm looking for, what I told him, what I'm saying, what I talked to you about before is I want togetherness, like unity. Like Dallas has no unity. Like if you go to Houston, all Houston artists stick together. It's people that'll go from Atlanta, Mississippi, Washington, and go to Houston, get some game from Houston, move to Atlanta and be the hottest. Like what you think Bryson Tiller did? He went to H Town. What you think Drake did? Drake stole. I mean, let me not say he stole, but he used some of the influences from people and artists that he knows in Houston in some of his music. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite tracks from him is Uptown. Like that shit bang, but that was a Houston record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like if they have their own sound, what are we? And that's the question. I don't even want to answer it. I want somebody else to come answer it. Where are we? What are we doing if nobody knows what Dallas is and what we sound like as a group? As one. We can be a fucking country if we needed to. But you have to be that serious about Dallas. You can't be like, oh well, I want to rep Dallas, but I'm really just from Texas. I was actually born in East Texas and all that. No, if you're gonna rep Dallas, rep Dallas. We don't need any more fakers and shakers. We need people who are proud to represent our city. And that's all I have to say about
Word. Knowledge bombs. Knowledge bombs.
that. Shots fired.
Yeah, man. I completely agree with the whole notion of everybody just really coming together and putting on with one force, you know what I mean? Coming as a collective, man. And it only makes it easier for everybody to come up. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the dude to your right and left are your competition. At the same time, I mean, you could always use that competition to get better and grow. And who knows, you could even grow with the people around you, them same people that you consider as your competition. So, man, I'd love to keep pushing this idea of the Artistry Hub and getting more people together, getting them out. I mean, we got events coming soon. Trust me, trust me. Any of you that are musicians, artists, I mean, whatever you do in the realm of music, whether you songwrite, do poetry, whatever, we're gonna have some events coming up soon for y'all, and I'm looking forward to getting some more people in here as well. So you can always DM me at the Artistry Hub. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're always open to communication. Through any form of communication, really. And we have the artistryhub at gmail.com as well. So you can email us there. But yeah, man. Is there anything else, man, you want to lay on the community?
Um,
You got that mixtape in the work though.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
I could talk about that.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell us about that. You got a release date or anything coming soon, or is it still kind of early in the works?
I'm actually, it's like I get confused because sometimes I'll be working like on my project and then somebody else will want me to collab with them and then I'll have to oh yeah, go on SoundCloud and follow King Dro the Fifth. Go look him up. King Dro the Fifth. That's like my big homie. Go listen to him. He's like he's crazy. I don't want to talk about him. I just want you to listen to him. The project that I have that I'm currently like focused on mainly is a let me go ahead and say it. The mixtape is called Scars of Love. But what the way love is spelled is actually backwards. It's really will say Scars of Evil, because what the mixtape is going to be covering is my last three relationships. Now I'm an artist, so I can be in my feelings and kind of say what I want to say.
And people relate to that though,
Yeah.
and that's great.
I mean, the women that I'm talking about, I apologize now, but it's gonna be out there. I have a 6-track mixtape that I'm putting together, and it's over my past three relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, Damn, I just gave a name to a song. Fuck.
It's all good, man. Eventually, it's gonna drop, man. It's all good. It's gonna drop, man. That's what we call a teaser.
There you go. That's the teaser, goddamn. Um, I had, like I said before, it'll be 6 tracks, and pretty much what I'm trying to do with it is I'm trying to create a movie. I don't want to just put a whole bunch of songs. Go listen to it. From the get go, it's gonna be kind of 1970, well, I'll say between like 65 and 73. It'll be off in that like the sound of the music, like how it attracts your ear will be from the old times. And so I I am currently trying to find other women that would like to sing. So if you're a woman and you like to sing and no one knows you, visit the artistryhub.com and shit and try to find me. I'll make sure that I constantly keep posting the Artistry Hub on my page so everyone knows. And I'm looking for, you don't even have to be a female artist. You can be a dude too. Anybody that's been hurt but has learned that the only way to be stronger is to actually forgive. Like, people can say, I forgive you, but they'll really try to forget it in their minds. And so in their hearts, it's still burning them up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I am, you know, we've all had those times. Too real, And I guess what my biggest thing about the mixtape is people are going to hear a side of me that you've never heard. You're going to see and hear the anger that I have inside of my heart, and the furious moments that I went through. You'll hear in details throughout every single track. It's really just breaking down what love means to me, what I thought love meant, and what it actually ended up becoming for me. And so, no hate, no bad blood to any of the women that know I'm talking about them. I had to keep saying that because I'll probably end up calling him again one day or something. But one of them lonely nights, dog. Like, look, I just got back from the gym. I'm trying to, you feel me? But it's something that you can listen to, which isn't gonna bash any women. It's not a disrespectful mixtape project. It's something that, from my point of view, you get to see and hear how I learned my lessons. Like, I'll explain it, I'll tell you the story, and then I'll give you the backstory of how I actually learned all of it, you know.
See that it sounding like that's a constant theme throughout, the singles that you put out and this mixtape going in is you evaluating your self growth along the way and using that to influence your music and the sounds you go for. Yeah, that's great, man. Because a lot of people end up relating to that. I feel like a lot of people when you could speak on things that they've related to or either experienced or heard, seen in their lifetime, it's always easier to grab a person's attention when they could say, "Oh, that sounds familiar. Oh, I've been through that. Oh, that's how I used to
Because
think." Yeah.
it's I only want to do it because someone put a song out there one day when I was like, damn, and they put it out there, and when I heard it, I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to keep bringing up Bryson Tiller, but it's like this dude when he was like, he only fucked you over because you let him. Like, if you allow me to do you wrong, and then after I do you wrong and you leave me, how can I feel bad about it? Or how can you feel bad about it when you allowed me to do it? And so really, I'm actually the immature person in this situation because I wasn't grown enough or adult enough to be like, you know what, let me drop out because this isn't healthy, you know? And that's something, that's number 3, healthy. Damn, I might as well just tell
We
them.
about to get a full track list today. I'll give y'all the release date soon.
Visit the Artistry Hub. You might.
The Artistry Hub, yes sir. We'll be keeping up with it for sure. We might get it exclusive, but we'll let you know. Might get it exclusive. Oh yeah.
But I'm really what I've been. I can honestly tell you this. What I've been looking for is early, like late December, early January. I want it completely done because for the new year, I want that new fresh feeling, that new fresh love, that new fresh. What is he doing?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, he's been working so hard. He's going to the studio. He dropped all of his side chicks. He's only, you know what I'm saying? Like my focus is basically what people will be able to, you know what I'm saying, relate with. So that's all it is. The focus, the love, and the unity, and that's all I'm looking for through this mixtape. So, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I apologize.
It's all good, man. You do what you do, man. Everybody gonna get the words though. Yeah, man. We'll go ahead and tweet out some of his singles that you might not have heard, or maybe you have heard. We'll go ahead and get y'all some of that content, as well as keep on following and keep y'all up to date with the tracks he's gonna release. I was getting ready to say the name of the mixtape, and I was like, dropped off my top. Scars of Evil.
It's coming.
But are you gonna spell it backwards though, right?
Okay. So it's called when I speak about it, it'll be called. Well, I'll say, Scars of Love. But what the mixtape actually would be called was Scars of Evil. But it's not EVIL. It's literally love spelled backwards, EVOL. So I mean, it's really like a I don't want to say it's an acronym for what I want to say, but evil.
Yeah, it's like that double meaning to it. Yeah. I dig that.
Evil will probably end up being like the last track or like the second to last to end it out because what I want the end of the mix.
Got another track.
Here you go. I'm not gonna give you another track. I'm just gonna tell you this. I want the sound of the last 2 tracks to be like if anybody has ever read the Bible, Revelations. Like everybody's like, oh, God's so beautiful and so wonderful, and then it's like Revelation. Damn, he's really crazy. Like he can do some corruptive things. That's what I want that to sound like. I want it to be like, okay, this is the revelation. I got the concept. I got the purpose for what he dropped it for. I understand. I'm already through number 4. I'm going to number 5. Where are we finna go with this? You know, is it gonna lead on to something else? Is it a part 2? Hell no, I'm shutting it off right there. Like the last track is the revelation. Like there's the end right there, the beginning and the end. You know, and God damn it. Okay. Track 6 will be called Revelation. I might as well just sit here.
We got it. We got all the tracks. Exclusive here, by default. Hey, only here at the Artistry Hub, I'll tell you that.
I don't talk to anybody about my music, so this is where you're going to have to listen to anything and everything that has to do with me personally. So if you want to hear any or anything else or any more information you want to know about me or him, Visit the Artistry Hub, man. That's where it's at.
That's right. Cool, man. Well, I appreciate having you in today.
Much love, much love.
For sure. We'll do it again. We'll get you in here for another, round 2 whenever you drop everything. And like I said, we'll keep y'all updated on the tracks he releases, the singles, and the EP as well. All right, so this is the Artistry Hub. We out.
Young Ekin.
I've been smoking, fucking thinking different. Ooh, you niggas better listen. This new life, it got me feeling different. Like I'm really trying to stack 100 million. And I'm spending more time with my pack of switch.